I am not totally sure where we were or what our plans were. I think we were going to go back after the Gorm, I believe, because we have a couple now that don't have Megalophobia. Guts doesn't have Megalophobia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 survivors that don't have it. I think that was our plan, was to go back after Gormius. So we will grab him out of the shelf. Gotta get our hands on that black sword at some point, so. And that regeneration suit. And now that we're a little bit higher, we'll put the whooping on this Gorm for sure. We need a Gormite. Yeah, that's tough. That is tough. Oh, we lost our bone axe here last round, didn't we? Because we hit a location that was sharp, or super dense. So we'll spread some of the love around a little bit. Update our gear cards. So we'll take Vamita, Guts, and then 2 randos. They should probably be male if they can be. Spleen. And what's that balance? Guts, Spleen, Vamita. So we should take probably one more female. Not Sasha. Destroyed genitals. That's trouble. For a female, we're taking Vamita. Karina does not have destroyed genitals, so she can still be used for intimacy, so we'll take Sasha. Oops. And then Vamita. Let's get her loadout up. Good. Oh, nice. Still Vamita. Then Guts should be all up to date. Might not have the... Yeah, he doesn't have Dragon Vestments. Staying dogs at the top of the stairs, man, I tell you what. Don't ever get dogs. Dragon Vestments. Does it? Okay, so I'll be curious to see if that does it automatically. Okay, yeah, he's good to go. Guts, now I have to do Sasha and Spleen. I mean, doesn't really matter. I'd personally rather see Sasha make it out if I had to pick one, so. Just because intimacy is so risky right now. Cloth. Pounding stone. Bone dagger. And dragon vestments. Love that we got those. Those are way cool. Okay, so there's Sasha. Last but not least will be Spleen. Oof. We should have added the Flower Knight in here so that we could have got the Vespertine bow. I think that would have been cool. No, not a founding stone. What am I doing? Stone nose. And a cloth. And a bone axe. We've all got some strength buffs. Better weapons than the last time we fought this turd. So we should be okay. Alright. I don't think I'm misremembering anything. I think that was our plan. Was to go after Gorm level 1. Keep farming him. Alright, so let's get that hunt set up. Let's go ahead and depart these survivors. Oh, we gotta change their names on here too, don't we? So Guts is good, but Sasha. And single spleen, not double spleen. Alright, off on the hunt we go. So our first hunt event revealer is going to be Guts. So let's go ahead and flip this. We should probably get some new minis, huh? I'm going to unassign him and get a new... Oh... Where did that option go? Am I crazy? Okay, unassigned survivor. Send him to the shelf and go look for a better model for him. We could use the morgue model. But do we have like a rawhide? There's rawhide with a sword. We need something with a big old axe. We'll just use morgue. Morgue is a digital only DLC content, which is kind of cool. He's pretty sweet. And his axe changes based on whatever weapons in your gear grid. So that's cool too. Alright, so we pulled Horizon of Bones. The darkness ahead is filled with steady flashes of green light. Enormous piles of jagged bones forebodingly line the horizon in an unbroken line. Inhuman, mournful laughter echoes through the air. If any survivor has 5+ hunt XP and 3 courage, they press forward and all gain a courage. We're so close with Guts. What's up, Titan? Guts has 4 hunt XP and definitely had the courage, but if nobody has it, we have to roll a random hunt event. So that's what we're gonna do. So we'll go to hunt events, get this rolling. 91. 91 is the beginning. The survivors stumble upon the scene of their settlement's first hunt. I think we might have had this already, this campaign. Whether they've seen it themselves or heard of it through stories, they immediately recognize it. Seeing the spot of their settlement's first triumph is electrifying. Each survivor gains a survival. If the settlement has saga, we all gain a courage, and I don't think we do. Yeah, we don't. If the settlement has storytelling, which we also don't, okay, gain an understanding. Well, that's it. That's a fun one. Not bad. Now we've got Sasha. the next event revealer. Sportsman's Kill. The survivors pass a finely armored man commanding a retinue of slaves who are busily butchering the remains of an enormous gorm. The man proudly invites the survivors to marvel at his skill. Roll a d10. Okay, I haven't ever had this one before, so we're not going to read the results, we'll just roll. 8, I like that. 8 plus. The man takes pity on you and whispers a secret. At the start of the showdown, the event revealer reveals the top card of the AI deck and chooses to replace it or put it at the bottom of the AI deck. Huh. That's interesting. Let's put that over here so we don't forget about it. And our last event revealer will be Spleen. Who's right here. And that's just a good old random. 91 again? 70. 70 is Tomb of Excellence. The survivors find a serene, luxurious tomb, immaculate in its construction and condition. Elegant murals decorate the walls, depicting glorious victories over the very monsters the survivors are hunting. The survivors are baffled by its presence. The event revealer investigates and rolls a d10. That's Spleen. Investigates and rolls the d10. Ouch. What'd you do to us, Spleen? The survivors bemoan how weak they are compared to the warriors in the murals. All survivors lose a survival. Hmm. That 10 is pretty crazy. Alright, well, let's make us all lose a survival. So now we all, except for Vamita, we all have 4. Vamita has 3. Alright. And we're on the showdown. So let's set up the level 1. Now we get to look at the top AI card. Oh, that's weird. Obsidian Tower. Nice. We need to go do this with... Oh man, we need to go do this with Guts. Yeah. Okay, and it's been a few minutes since I fought Gorm, so it's... Oh, nice. We can go right up to it with Guts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wonderful. Which he could actually go right there. So we're going to play on this side of the board this time. And we're going to use this grass to our advantage. It has to be 6 spaces away from all other tall grass. 4 from all other tall grass. So we'll go here and we'll put them in it. Then we can even go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yep. Put somebody else in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we could scooch it one more. Now we'll put them up here. There we go. That's pretty solid, I'd say. This just has to be 4 spaces away from all other terrain. So if that's the case, we can go here and move it to here. That way we can hit it right off the bat. But I think Guts is supposed to be here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Okay. And I believe that is all set up and ready. Let's not forget to look at his top card, though. right? We can look at the top AI, choose to replace it or put it at the bottom. So let's do that right now. This is a basic mood. This is the one that gets us ammonia if we win, but it's really annoying, so we're just gonna replace it. We'll get a different basic attack out. Where is Gorm? There he is. We need to find the other basics. Hiccup and Maw Arm Toss. So we'll shuffle these up. Oh, but we have to... I think we have to fight against whichever one it is, because it goes on top, I believe. At the start of the showdown, the event revealer reveals the top card of the AI deck and chooses to replace it or put it at the bottom. So yeah, we're replacing it. Oh gosh, don't look. That's good. Titan, how's your week been? Hopefully just dandy. Let's apply our arrival bonuses. Alright, and Gorm is going to be going first. Hiccup. Furthest survivor in range. Well, we're all that. Roll a d10 for each adjacent survivor. Just chilling. How's your New Year's? It was good, man. It was good. Pretty relaxed, which is what I was hoping for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to target that one. So we roll a d10 for each adjacent survivor on a 4 plus they're knocked down. So it's just one. So we'll roll that and hopefully sneak under a 4 here. We do not. So Vamita is knocked. And now he performs Retch, so it moves 2 spaces backwards. 1, 2. Barfs. Suffer monster level damage to a random hit location that ignores armor. Oh, and place this card on top. Interesting. So we got 1 damage to Vamita's... Is that hands? Yep. That ignores armor. Yep, it was pretty nice, pretty chill New Year. Thanks for asking. Alright, so now this is kind of awesome. This Obsidian Tower can give us some really crazy stuff. And we're smashing it, and we do have a heavy weapon, so we get to do 2d10. And if we can come up with a 16 somehow, that would be amazing. So let's start things off with Guts. Guts is going to roll 2 dice, combine them together. We'll roll them one at a time here. So the first one on the Obsidian Tower is a 5. That does put that 16 out of range for us, unfortunately. But we'll see what we got here. 11. Okay. We should still get an iron out of that, right? 9 through 15, gain an iron. Heck yeah. So, since it says smash it, I'm assuming it's destroyed. Even though it doesn't say remove it. And we get an iron from that. Very cool. I think that might be the second iron resource that we'll have in the settlement. I do believe we archived one. Okay. So, we attacked. Now let's move. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll move here. And we will surge with Guts, who has the rawhide gear. So if we roll a 6 or higher, we get to keep that survival action. It's a 9, so it's a free surge. So the cool thing about Guts is it all relates to his... You're using this Morg character. which we don't have to actually. We're not going to since he's not technically Morg. So with the Greater Gax, we're rolling 2 dice from the blind spot, hitting on 5 plus. 1 hit. This does have a failure on it, but with the Greater Gax, we're rocking 8 strength, and he only has a toughness of 8. So we'll be hitting on a 1 plus here. Critting on 9/10. Just like that. Crit to start it off. So we crit on that because this Greater Gax is deadly. Critical wound. The ruined mandible swings limply from the Gorm's jaw. Roll a d10. On a result of 5 plus, the attacker hacks away the arms and gains a courage and a survival. 5 plus, please. Nope. 3. But it is still a crit, so we'll take that. So that's the end of Guts. Guts can't do anything else. I did want to see if that Dragon Vestments... Yep, it did give him that additional armor point. Very cool. So, if we've learned anything from previous encounters with the Gorm, it's that we don't all want to be caught adjacent to him, which since we have somebody throwing bone darts, we probably won't ever. Just because of that legendary card that he jumps up and smashes down with his... maybe it wasn't legendary, maybe it was just an advanced. So we'll go next with spleen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Spleen attacking from the blind spot with the bone axe. 2 dice, hitting on 5 plus. Bill, what's up? How you doing? 5s. 1 hit. Okay, it is a mammoth hunting. Yes, sir. But we're not in that position, so we will be hitting on, or we'll be wounding on a 4 plus. Let's see it. Yep. That'll do it. Successful wound. I think we can do everything. Oh man, we can even dash now too. Very nice. Very nice. I'd forgotten we got that ability. Let's go ahead and surge with spleen. Looking for 5s once again. I need fist and tooth bad. Okay, we could start working on that with somebody. 1 hit. Oh. Ooh. Wow. 3rd card. Bummer. Full move Gorm towards the attacker. If the monster ends its movement adjacent to the attacker, the Gorm headbutts them. The attacker suffers monster level damage to the head. So let's do that first. This is Spleen. Spleen has no head armor, so that is an automatic heavy hit. Let's knock him down and rotate the Gorm. Then we turn the monster to face the most survivors. Each survivor in the monster's facing is knocked down and suffers monster level brain damage. So we have to turn him this way. No, he needs to stay this way, because then there's 2 survivors in his facing. So they're each knocked down and suffer monster level brain damage. So spleen and guts each suffer. Oof. Not good for spleen, and I don't think it's... Oh, it's just fine for guts. Guts has 15 insanity. Alright. Well, first trap over with. Kinda lame that it came so quick. So we'll shuffle those up and get right back to the action. Do we have anybody with 2 hunt XP? No. So we can't do a fist and tooth yet anyways. But after this, we could start having Vomita. I didn't know she had Hoarder. And she has anxiety. Oh, good. We attacked her first, actually, so that's kind of lucky the way that worked out. Um, and Bill, I see your comment that says no one will die in showdowns anymore. Is that just you being super positive, or did I miss something in the campaign? Cuts is as crazy as your ex-girlfriend, huh? She sounds like quite the character. Sasha. Sasha has this. Oh, Sasha has the bone darts. Interesting. Okay, well, let's give those a toss, just in case. So Sasha's going to toss a bone dart from downtown, looking for a 7 plus. Hits it. Thump. That bone dart finds its mark. Successful hit with a failure. We are succeeding on a 4 plus for a wound here. 4 plus. 3. Day late and a dollar short. Basic action, target the attacker. Whoops. She regrets her decision to throw that dart. So his basic attack is 2, 2, and 1. So we are in the tall grass. We're in the tall grass with Sasha and 1 evasion. So it's actually 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 5, 1. So anything under a 5 misses. 1 hit. That's alright. We got good armor. Let's see where it goes. Head. A little bit of a bummer there, but it's alright. That's what that armor point's for. I don't think we're gonna look into encouraging or anything like that. We're just gonna let the Gorm take his turn here. Eat and run. It's an advanced. Random threat facing in range. We know who that's gonna be. So this move and attack. Gorm level 2 is actually worse than Gorm level 3 mostly. Only hunt Gorm 2 once. Wow. That's terrible. I didn't know that. So it's again 2-5-2 basically. So we need to miss this attack. We don't want to suffer grab and all that nonsense. So we need a couple crappy rolls here. Under 5. Okay. So 1 miss, we're going to spend a survival to dodge the other one so that none of this has to apply to us because we don't want to be grabbed and ran away with. So that's the end of his attack. Stand everybody up and get down to business. I mean, we know we're going with Guts to start. Guts is just an absolute unit. So he's going to roll up with the Greater Gax. Rolling 2 dice, looking for 5s. Yeah, there it is. I love the look of the Gorm armor too. Man, we need to get these done too. We need to get a green. We need to get him a set of leather armor, honestly. So 2 hits. 1, 2. We have a mammoth hunting and a failure. So we'll go for this mammoth one first. Just because there's no reaction on it. So we'll go here. 2 or more is a successful wound. Another crit. Turn the Gorm to face the opposite board edge and full move it in a straight line. At the end of its movement, the monster is knocked down. That's not what we want. Okay, wait, we have... What is our thing? Don't we have a... We have a weapon specialization, right? Because we should have axe level 3. I don't think it really helps us here. Oh, we don't yet. Almost, but not quite. Okay, well that sucks, but it is what it is. Wound is a wound. To face the opposite board edge. Ouch. So he's gonna turn and run right through me. I forgot about the stone face. So he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and be knocked down right there. The knockdown is not very great in this simulator. It doesn't truly represent where they're knocked down. Huh. Oh well. We know where he is. We can dash and surge with guts. Let's let everybody else take a chance, and then we'll try with guts. So we'll have spleen run up 1, 2, 3, 4. Because the Gorm is on these 3 spaces right here. Let's just stand him up, and we'll just remember that he's knocked down. So we'll have spleen attack from his side. Spleen is attacking with, it could be fist and tooth, but he's only got 1 strength, so we won't do that. The bone axe rolling 2 dice, hitting on 3+ because he's knocked down. Still only 1. 1 hit. That wound reaction is cancelled. Looking for a 4+. 10 would be great. 7. So it is a successful hit. Oh, everybody close your eyes. I can't believe I just did that. I didn't really look. I didn't read any of those. And then maybe I'll surge with spleen. It's a unique opportunity having him knocked down. So let's go ahead and surge. If you don't surge on a knockdown, what are you doing, I guess? 2 hits. And it doesn't matter because both of those reactions are cancelled. 2. That is not enough to do it. Ten to make up for the miss. Ooh, close. Close, close. Success. Okay, so that's going to be the end of spleen. Spleen can't do anything. We need to get Vamita in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's going to have to dash to here. So Vamita has to spend 1 to dash. She only had 3. Let's see how her attack goes. She's using the scrap sword. So 2 dice. She's got really good accuracy anyways, but looking for 3s. We got 2. Nice. These are great ones to have the reactions cancelled. Okay, looking for that 4+. That's a common theme with these weapons. Bingo. Giving him the old smackdown here. Yes. Wonderful. And based on that, we're gonna surge. We're gonna spend 1 of our last survival, a little risky, but we're gonna surge here. We're gonna test our luck to the max. Be honest, we'll just go till we pull the trap. Okay. 4+. Oh, that was a really weird roll. But it was a miss. Nice. Darn it. There's no crit on this. So that's okay. Sasha's gonna have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and dash 1, 2 to get there. So Sasha's gonna have to do a double survival spend. 1 to dash. I guess we don't know if she's gonna surge yet. Um, you know what? She doesn't have to. Let's move her back 2. Because she's just going to throw these darts anyways. So let's give her a survival back. There's really no point in having her attack with Fist and Tooth right now because she only has the 1 strength. So she could well become a Fist and Tooth person, but just not right now while it doesn't count. So we're going to lob this Bone Dart looking for the 3+. Okay. We get the hit. And now the wound is a 4+. Yeah, those Bone Darts are kind of fun. They've been doing pretty well. Oh, boy. Okay. Let's try and surge. We're going to throw another Bone Dart. Oh, we miss. Miss with the Bone Dart. That's okay, because I think I'm going to let Guts try to finish it. Guts will have to dash 1, 2, and surge. So I think he gets to roll for both of those actions because of the Rawhide gear to possibly keep them, I believe. So the first one for the dash, he loses. And for the surge he's about to do, he keeps it. That's good to know. Thank you, Bill. So Greater Gax. 2 dice, looking for 3s. Oh my gosh. It just didn't want it to end right now. Super dense, don't matter. Oh, game, don't be like that. How lame. Okay. So back to the Gorm. We did the best we could, and it was still a great round, but this is the eat and run. So who has, so it's random threat facing in range, which is nobody, and then closest threat in field of view is going to be Spleen or Vomita. I'll get to pick. Do any of them have more evasion than the other? No. Freaking Guts is the one with all the evasion. Let's go after Spleen. I hate to say it, but we'll rotate and go after Spleen. We need to kind of protect the women in the settlement. So this will be 2, 3, 2. So it would be great if we could sneak one of these under. Ugh, so close. So close. So 2 hits on Spleen, and he's going to run. Hands and waist, 2 damage to each. Arm, waist. If the attack dealt damage more than once, oh, then we're going to dodge. We're going to dodge the arms. I thought it was just if it dealt damage at all. Oh, that's a huge win. Okay. Well, Dummy is back on his feet. So let's give Guts a chance to put this away again. Guts is rolling 2 dice looking for 5s from the blind spot. 2 dice for 5s. That could be it. Potential game winner. Oh! Trap. That's okay. That just gives us a chance to use the death blow. Full move towards the attacker. He's going to take that headbutt. Smash him in the forehead. Monster level damage to his head, which is no problem for Guts. Then we're going to turn to face the most survivors, which is the way we're already facing. So it's knockdown, and 1 brain damage each. Which for Guts is no problem, and I think Vomita will be okay. She hasn't taken... Yeah, she's got 6. guts. That's no problem. Yeah, and that's it. So let's pick that up, flip it, give this a little shuffle action. Make sure we shuffle that death blow right to the top, because that's where we want it. And then we'll let Spleen try and finish it. Spleen's going to move over here. Spleen, draw that death blow card. That would be so cool. So Bone Axe is 2 dice, hitting on 5+ from the blind spot. Okay. I really don't want Eat and Run to be around anymore. So let's try a Surge? Question mark. Okay, 1 hit. Death Blow. No, we don't want it right now, actually. Oh, it has a wound. Great. 4+ for a wound here, I believe. Yep. Okay. So, no wound, which means no vomit. No Barfola. So let's have Sasha maybe encourage Guts. Yeah. Sasha is going to spend a survival to encourage Guts to his feet, who is going to just end up surging here. Actually, since he doesn't have to do that first, he's going to spend a survival to encourage Vamita. Does he keep it? He does not. So Vamita is going to be encouraged, and she's going to move. We're going to have her get out of the front, out of facing, in case some reaction does something weird. So now Guts is going to try to surge. He gets to keep that survival action. So 2 dice, hitting on 6+. 1. 1's a good one. Okay, cool. We're not in the flank, but there's no reaction on it. So all we need is a 2+ here, which is awesome. 8's more than enough. Gets rid of this guy, and now we can actually attack with Vamita. Actually, and I think I'm right, but Vamita has to actually surge now, because I think you have to take your movement and then you can't move, let somebody else go, and then attack. Yeah, so we would have technically lost that unspent activation. So we are going to have to surge here to attack with the sword is what Vamita's attacking with, which is fine. She's got super duper accuracy with that thing, so 2 dice, 4+. We want 2 hits so that we can have a better chance of getting the death blow. 2 hits right there. Alright, this would be something special if we pulled the death blow. No. Let's go for the wound first, because if we wound, he's going to be dead, and that's not going to happen, and if we fail, it's not going to happen either. So we're rolling this, looking for a 4+. 9. That will put him away. Dead Gorm. Let's see where our death blow was at. It actually wasn't bad. Problem was we probably would have drawn it with... No, because we're not drawing that many cards, but death blow is pretty close. It's alright. We're not going to complain about a safe hunt, you know. So we'll give these a little shuffle and draw 4. 1, 2... We may just have to do another hunt. 3... That one was way quick. We've only been live for 45 minutes. 4. I guess we should see how the settlement stuff goes first. That can be pretty taxing. And not White Lion. Thankfully, we're back to Gorm. Gorm resources. We need a Gorm brain Handed Skull is always solid, but Dense Bones are also important. But Gorm Brain, and we might even need the stomach stuff. We need a stomach lining and a jiggling lard for the regeneration suit, which would be some special. So, 1 jiggling lard, great start. 2 handed skull. 3, oh my gosh. 4. Wow, that's awesome. That was a great spread. So we do get an insanity for that. And we're going to give that to, oh, thank you. Have you eaten? No? Okay. We're going to give that insanity to, let's go Sasha. Sasha can have it. She's crazy. Yeah, that's no complaints there. I got no problem with a spread like that. Alright, so we do get to do complete showdown. Vamita is hitting age 1, so we will. Yeah, I sure do, Bill. She's pretty fantastic. Vamita will hit age 1, which is a dub, and she can start going for Fist and Tooth. So let's return and advance here. Oh, the weapon proficiency for, oh nice, for Guts actually. So Guts is now Axe proficient. Just another addition to Guts legendaryism. Let's go ahead and do Age, which I believe, didn't we decide that was the same for the Tyrant one? I think Age is the same. I think Age is still in this. I know there are a couple things that were different, but I do think Age stayed the same. So, available types for Vamita, we're going to try Fist and Tooth. So let's just throw that in there. And then let's see what kind of goodies she gets, if any. Super low or super high? We need a permanent strength. 6. That might be a permanent strength, actually. Nice! 3 through 6 is gain 1 permanent strength. Alrighty. Hell yeah. But now we gotta do these. And everybody, both you two know how I feel about these dang things. I'm gonna mute for just a second while I chew. Alright. Shovel these up. What do we got? Elder Council. So, let's write that in here. Elder Council. So, just according to timeline here, I really don't think it matters all that much, but we'll solve Gorm Climate first. 10? I haven't ever rolled that high on Gorm Climate. Do we have storytelling? No, we do not. The settlement struggles against the quaking ground. Are you sure? I don't know if it really matters. Linking arms to brace themselves against the storm. Nominate a hunter with a survivor with 0 hunt XP. They draw strength from the settlement's determination and gain a courage. Cute. Well, hopefully I didn't throw anything off too bad by doing that, Bill. I'll be sure to do Gorm Climate last in the future. Elder Council. Oh yeah, this one actually kind of blows. The elders of the settlement gather to reminisce over their hard-won scars. Count the total number of Hunt XP among all survivors. Um, we don't have saga scarification or records. Ouch. So we got 5 Hunt XP. Yeah, I gotcha. I get it. I just didn't think it could matter, but I see how it could. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17. 17 is all we got. So we're here -2 endeavors. Ouch. The elders teach up to 2 survivors with 0 Hunt XP an old trick. They each gain +1 permanent accuracy and 10 survival. That's kind of cool. The 2 endeavors sucks. -2. I don't think we have 2 survivors with no Hunt XP, which is going to hurt. We just have the one. Odysseus. 21, you get Beasts of Sorrow. Dang it. We were 4 Hunt XP short. Well, we still have enough endeavors to innovate, which is good. And that Elder Council, nobody died, so shouldn't cry over no real damage being done, you know? Alright, so let's move on to us, to the goody face. Oh, we have a hoarder. We're gonna have to get rid of something because of the hoarder. Probably be the bone, just the monster bone. And then they're gonna gain a courage for that, because they're greedy. Old Vomita. You little hoarder. Might need to get that fixed if we're gonna be taking her out all the time. Okay. So let's pull the Gormary over here first. Is it really better than the Flower Knight? That's crazy. So the sleeves, we didn't get any stout hide, so we're not going to be able to do any of that. It's kind of a bummer. It all requires... Is stomach lining a one of, or is that a special resource? Oh, it's one of these. It's one of those special resources, isn't it? Is it an indomitable resource, or is it just a rare resource? Must be in here. It must be like something you have to crit in order to get it. Which just means it's going to be that much harder to get that regeneration suit. That's alright. Oh, here it'll be in here. Yep, stomach lining. Okay, cool. That's good to know. A riot mace would be cool. We definitely don't have a pure bulb. I'm not actually sure there's a whole lot we can do. We want to archive this handed skull, because when the time comes for us to get that black sword, it'll be nice to have that, I think. So innovating can be pretty painless for us here. We can just spend the resources we need. So it'll have to be bone, organ, hide. Well, is the mammoth hand used for anything? The knuckle shield? Is that any good? Knuckle shield is pretty solid. But I could, if we want to keep, if we want to do a skull helm, I could do hide, organ, and get rid of the perfect bone. Yeah, we'll have to wait till next year to get that knuckle shield, but at least we'll be able to, and then we can make the skull helm with the skull. So that's what we need to innovate. We'll spend an endeavor. Alright, my heavens. We're looking for... Obviously, we want drums so that we can get... Uh, whatever you call it. Song of the Brave. But I'm not going to say no to face painting, obviously. That +1 to the Intimacy Story event could be exactly what we need as a settlement. So let's draw two. Oh my gosh. There it is. That's a no-brainer. Like there's not even any point in deliberation. Even if we would have drawn Symposium, I think I would have taken face painting. That's huge for our settlement. Huge. +1 to all rolls on the Intimacy Story event as what we are. Like that's huge. All right, easy does it, Bill. Dial it back with me. All right. Let's not give Kingdom Death the chance to ruin our day. We don't want to say we did it. Do we have... Oh my gosh, we already have an iron. We have 2 iron now? I understand we don't have the blacksmith. But if we... Well, we don't even need the augury. Because we have a love juice in storage. So we can spend that survival to get the... Or the endeavor to get the +1. I know that we don't have the blacksmith, but if we did... We could make a lantern sword. We could make a beacon shield. Just saying. It's something we should keep our eyes on. The Gorm is a little bit stingy with just generic resources, though, I feel like. Alright, so let's inventory the iron for sure. Let's inventory Gorm's Handed Skull. And Mammoth Hand. Jiggling Lard. Well, Mammoth Hand for sure. And Handed Skull for sure. We might special innovate, given that we now have the opportunity to do so. Because it's in the Gorm Chymist. We can special innovate if we sacrifice a strange resource and a Gorm Brain. We get to gain the next Gorm Chyme innovation. And do we only have one so far? Yep, just the one Gorm Chyme. No, 2 Gorm Chyme. So we would get a 3rd Gorm Chyme. But we'd have to give up a strange resource, so it'd have to be one of our iron. We can hold on to it. No rush. Especially since, yeah, well, if we're gonna fill up our resources like this, we'll have to double down on rolling on Gorm Climate. We'll have to give up lifetime rerolls or an innovation to do it. Oh, you need two endeavors to do face paint. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, what else can we do? What else could we try? We could make leather. That's not really necessary, is it? I would not mind getting one of these potions just because we want to move our way towards Gormite. Maybe we should give up an iron. I think I'm going to give up an iron. Give up an iron and the Gorm Brain, gain that next innovation, and then when we're transmutating, you can spend 2 organs, add 1d10 for each Gormkaimi innovation. So we would get 4 dice right now, because we'd roll 1, and then we'd get the 3 more for Gormkaimi. So 4 total. I mean, obviously it'd have to be a near perfect roll to get Gormite, but it's not. It's a good. The sword is unbelievable. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna burn our Gorm Brain and uh, the iron, which is weird, but I'm gonna do it. And we just get to gain the next Gormkaimi innovation, which is this guy right here. Ooh, nice. It gets us a very nice. So I think okay, so it's not the last one. We still have Rubedo to get. And the one we just picked was not Negrito, but this one. Uh, so once per lantern year, roll a d10. Wow, that hurts. But if you get the 3 plus, returning survivors may remove a broken severe injury. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, antelope hunt would be good. And I think we have antelope in this campaign, don't we? Didn't we get endless screams in here somewhere? Yeah. So we could hunt the antelope anytime, but we need Gorm Brains in order to take advantage of that. But one of these Gorm Kaimi lets you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you roll a 3 through 9, spend 4 organs to gain one. So we don't even technically have to farm him anymore. I mean, obviously, getting his resources and armor is really good. But we can create his resources another way through those Gorm Kaimi innovations. But that was technically our last endeavor. Huh. So we are 2 years from fighting the Dragon King. I'm going to mute for a second. I see a couple of you are hanging out in chat. Why don't you guys, if you would not mind, please give me your opinion on if we should do another year tonight and what we should hunt. Bill, I like it. I like the words you're saying. So, um, I do also see what you're saying about Antelope. Um, the strange resources we get from him being a Canthus are really nice. But even the odds of us drawing another Gorm Brain so that we can use those resources is not great. what we need is tinkers, and we can't get them, which kind of sucks. We need tons of endeavors, but we can't get them. So, I guess maybe we just, yeah, yeah. I hear what you're saying, man. Antelope is would be a smart move, but it is not as fun. I like Gorm, and if we want more of his armor, we need to get a bunch of stout hide. So we should probably just hunt him again to get his stout hide. So if I ended this stream, um, I would if we're gonna play another, I need to start a new one because I don't want it to end up being like a 4 hour stream for people just won't watch that. They won't be interested in that. So I would probably close this stream, go upstairs for like 10 or 15 minutes and eat, uh, and stuff, and then after like a 10-15 minute break, I'd come back down and we'd rock and roll it, going after the Gorm again, probably. Gorm or Antelope. Okay. Well, then that's the plan. We'll double down tonight since we had such a good year. We will end this stream and we'll jump right back in here shortly with a new stream, going after possibly the Gorm again, also possibly the Antelope. We'll all think about it and we'll be back in 15 minutes. So let's plan on let's plan on getting this started again at, so what it, at my time is 8:35, but we'll just, that's about 15 minutes from now. So thanks for being a part of this, everybody, and we'll see you right here